Hello? Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon. Nasaan yung iba? Let's wait for them. Let's give them time to join bago ako mag-share screen. Tsaka may i-open pala ako sa inyong concern ko regarding dun sa GC natin. Naririnig ba ako?
Yes, sir.
O sige. Kamusta? Ilan na tayo? Nadagdagan na ba tayo? Kasi nung last time ako nag-check, 156 tayo. Ilan na tayo as of today sa GC? Ilan na tayo as of today sa GC? Check nyo nga kung ilan na tayo sa GC natin. Paki-check. Tapos yung iba nyong classmate, yung hindi pa nagjo-join kahit minsan, second meeting na natin to. Tapos second to the last meeting na natin to for this year. So, ang ano natin, ang Jean Alec
Sir?
Boticario. Kapatid mo ba yung grade 12?
Opo.
Ate mo siya, ate mo.
Yes po.
Oo, kasi estudyante ko rin siya nung isang taon. So ano na siya, estudyante ko siya uli ngayon pero sa grade 12 na. Okay? Ilan na ba tayo? 14? Oo. Kasi ang concern ko lang yung sa ano natin, sa GC natin, ang daming nagcha-chat. 'Di ba sinabi ko bawal gamitin yung chat, yung GC natin sa mga personal na chat. 'Di ba? Ang daming messages. Ang daming messages. Napansin nyo rin ba yung reading and writing na GC natin? So, kamusta? Pakisabihan yung iba, pakisabihan yung iba na kumonek na. Yung klase natin is 1.5 hour for today. We'll be finished by 3:30 but I'll make it a point to finish before 3:30. Okay, to finish before 3:30. To finish before 3:30. Sino ba yung pwedeng sumagot? Nandito ba yung ano, yung pwede bang magtanong sa inyo? Sino ba yung madalas mag-post dun sa ano natin, sa GC natin? Tapos yung mga ano naman nila, mga pinopost naman nila, hindi naman tungkol sa subject natin. Nandito ba siya yung mga nagpo-post dun sa GC? Sana ano, sa susunod yung GC natin, pang subject lang natin. Kasi yung ibang mahalagang messages, natatabunan yung ibang mahalagang messages. Oo, kasi nga ang dami yung chinachat, ang daming messages. Pag nag-open ako laging ang daming messages sa GC. Yung mga mahalagang, yung mga mahalagang messages, natatabunan na siya. So hindi na siya nakikita ng mga tao na hindi na late na nagbubukas ng messages. O, 'di ba? Sana hindi na 'yun maulit this week ah. Sana mabawasan na yung ano. Kapag mga personal chats nyo, doon na lang sa ano nyo, sarili yung GC. O kaya i-message nyo na lang yung tao. O kaya gawa kayo ng GC nyo. Ang dali-dali lang namang gumawa ng GC. Hindi na natin pwedeng palitan yung GC natin. Kasi ang hirap nyong ipunin. Okay? Ang hirap nyong ipunin. Ilan kayo? Kulang-kulang 200. Our target, ang target ko sa inyo is 200 kayo mahigit. Oh, gawa na lang kayo ng sarili yung GC. Okay, so okay na ba yon? Sana nagkakaintindihan tayo. Sana sa
Noted
susunod,
po, sir.
oo, sana na, oo, pati dun sa practical research. Oo, parang same people lang naman yung nagmahilig mag-chat eh, di ba? Na wala namang kaugnayan sa subject. Oo, di ba? Parang sila yon, same people. I just forgot his name. Hindi ko muna sasabihin yung pangalan niya. Pero laging siya, yung lalaki na yun, siya lagi yung nag initiate ng chat. Yung chat na madami, na sunod-sunod. Na ano na ata yun. Kulang na lang mag-spam ako dun sa ano sa messages. Sa sobrang dami. They are the
Kulang
same
sa araw pa.
people. Oo, they are the same people. Dun sa reading and writing, tsaka sa practical research. So sana, oo nga. Oo nga, Angel Marie, ayokong banggitin yung name niya kasi hindi ko pa naman kayo nami-meet. So sana sana na take into consideration niya yung sinabi ko. Sa susunod, okay na sana. So okay, we'll start. We need to finish. We need to finish week 2 and week 3 today. Week 2 and week 3 today so that next week we'll just have to finish week 4. Okay, week 4. Ang kailangan nyo lang is whatever exercises we have on the exercises we have on LMS, yung pagbukas nyo ng dashboard nyo, dun sa course outline, di ba dun sa course outline, makikita nyo yung sunod-sunod na topic natin. Sunod-sunod na topic natin. So once there is an activity doon, so gawin nyo na siya agad. Okay? Para maiwasan natin yung nagpa-pile up yung mga hindi nyo nasasagutan. Yung naiipon sila, tapos hindi nakakalimutan niya ng sagutan. So, as much as possible, so we need to finish week 1, week 2, and week 3 today. So, sa susunod, dapat masagutan niyo na yung mga exercises niyo. Okay po. Tapos yung mga lessons natin doon na naka-advance, na naka-open na, pwede niyo siyang i-read. Oo, pwede niyo na siyang pwede niyo na siyang i-read para para makapag-advance reading kayo. So you have how many I think we have 2 weeks vacation, Christmas vacation. 2 weeks Christmas vacation. I think that's enough na para makapagbasa kayo ng kahit mga 3 weeks na lesson natin. O yung mga lahat ng naka-open, pwede nyo nang basahin. Kasi may bakasyon naman tayo eh. So, imbis na siguro gumala-gala ng bonggang-bongga, di ba? Kasi may COVID pa naman, maybe you can just stay at home and then read your lessons. Maybe not only on my subject but on your other subjects as well. Okay? So sana nagkakaintindihan tayo. So we have 23 participants. Okay, I will share my screen na. I will share my screen. Opo. Tapos, additional announcement natin. Additional announcement for those students without handbook. Okay. So, you can pwede nyo nang kunin yung handbook nyo dito sa school, or if ever kung hindi nyo makuha yung handbook ninyo, pwede nyo iutos sa bahay. Okay? Ipakuha nyo dito sa school yung student handbook. Okay? So, paki-remind na rin yung iba na yung mga wala pang student handbook. Okay? Nakikita na ba yung screen ko? Nakikita na ba yung screen ko? Nakikita na ba yung screen ko? Anybody? Everybody?
Opo.
Nakikita na
Yes,
yung
sir.
screen ko? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Opo.
Sige, welcome to our week 2. Week 2 is all about selecting and organizing information. Okay. If last meeting I've asked you, I told you that, 'di ba ang sabi ko sa inyo, whenever you write something class, kapag susulat kayo, always try to remember that there are always two things. It is the form and the content. Pag nanood ka ng pelikula, class, ganito yon. Pag nanood ka ng pelikula, bago mo masabing maganda ang isang pelikula, dapat maganda yung story, tapos maganda rin yung pagkakagawa. Okay? 'Di ba yun yung hinahanap natin? Maganda yung story at maganda yung pagkakagawa. Parang Titanic, 'di ba? Napakagandang love story, tapos yung pagkakagawa ng movie talagang mamamangha ka. Okay? It is the same with our subject. Whenever you write something, you always have to remember two things. It is your content and it is your form. Okay? Yung laman ng sinulat mo at kung paano mo sinulat yung isang bagay. Okay? Remember those two things. Okay? So week number two is all about selecting and organizing information. Okay, so one basic skill in learning in writing composition is to know how to outline. Okay, so ganito yon. Yung ibang tao, they do not know how to write. Okay, maybe a lot of you have forgotten to touch a ball pen or to touch a pen or to touch a pencil when he writes something. When he writes something or when he wants to write something. Okay, sino yung naka-experience ng ganun dito? Yung naninibago pag may hawak na ball pen. Sige nga, sino yung naninibago dito? Yung pag nagsusulat, parang naninibago siya kasi sanay na siya sa keyboard ng computer, tsaka sa touchscreen ng mga letters. Kaya kapag nagsusulat siya, parang naninibago siya. Meron ba dito? Meron ba dito?
Opo, sir.
Oo, ako din. Sino-sino dito
Si
yung
Ivy, sir.
Oo.
Minsan lang po, sir.
Minsan
Ako
'di ba
po, sir.
nakakapanibago. Nakakapanibago
Si Ivy,
talaga.
sir.
Puro keypad ang ginagamit mo, tsaka puro keyboard. Click ka lang ng link, tapos hahawak ka ng pen, magsusulat ka. Minsan nga hindi mo nakilala yung penmanship mo eh. Ay, ganito pala ako sumulat. Ganito pala yung sulat ko. Tapos yung iba hindi pa rin sila marunong ng cursive. Kasi nga hindi sila madalas magsulat. A lot of you do not know how to write in cursive. Kasi nga, hindi niya sinasanay yung sarili niyo to write. Always try to remember, class, na when you write in cursive, kapag nagsusulat ka ng dikit-dikit, you are considered, na higher learning yon. Kasi kumpara dun sa print, mas higher learning kapag nagsusulat ka ng dikit-dikit. Okay? Kaya, next time, if you have time to write, If you have time to write, you can practice your cursive writing. So, one basic skill in organizing things, in organizing your written output, or kahit saan pa, kahit gagawa kayo ng research, gagawa kayo ng essay, whatever it is that you will gonna be writing, one basic skill is outlining. Okay? Meron tayo, paano ba yung outline? So in Tagalog ata, ang tawag natin dito is, paano ba tawag sa Tagalog ng outline? Search nyo nga, anong Tagalog ng outline? Balangkas. Balangkas ata kapag outline. Sa English, meron tayong tatlong type ng outline. Topic outline, sentence outline, tsaka paragraph outline. Okay? So, tandaan nyo, may topic, may sentence, tsaka may paragraph outline. Okay? So, outlining is commonly done before any actual writing is done. This is a way of sorting your ideas into what are general ones and what are the specific. This is to let you know what topic needs further proof, further explanation, and which could be expanded. Okay. Dito, pwede nyong, kasi ang basic, naririnig ba ako? Naririnig ba ako?
Opo, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
Opo.
ang basic parts tatandaan nyo. Every time you'll write something, class, ano 'yon? Every time you write something, there should always be a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay, remember those things ha. Simula, gitna, at wakas. Introduction, body, conclusion. Yun yung tawag natin. Introduction, body, conclusion. A standard paragraph has a standard essay, a standard written output should have or should contain 3 paragraphs. Okay. So, madali lang yon. Identify your purpose. Who is your target audience? Always remember to create a thesis statement. For example, somebody asks you to write about COVID-19. What is your take about COVID-19? So, susulat ka, for example, ng essay about COVID-19. Dapat malinaw. Normally kasi, nilalagay natin yung, ang tawag natin dun class is thesis statement. Nilalagay natin yun sa unahan. It is written on the first paragraph. Okay, it is written on the first paragraph or on the first paragraph, pwede mong sabihin, COVID-19 is a deadly virus that killed millions of people around the world. So that's your thesis statement. You will write something about COVID-19 as a deadly virus. As a deadly virus. Okay, for example, you can also write about for example, abortion. Hindi ka sang-ayon sa abortion. Susulat ka about abortion. O pwede mong sabihin, abortion is a sin both in heaven and here in earth. O ang abortion o ang pagpapalaglag ay kasalanan sa langit at kasalanan sa lupa. O yun yung isusulat mo. Ang tawag natin doon ay thesis. We call it thesis statement. Okay. Alam nyo class, ngayon, madali na lang magsulat. Anything, any topic of your choice. Diba? Bakit? What's the reason bakit madali na lang magsulat ngayon? Bakit
Dahil
madali?
sa Google.
Okay, correct. Dahil sa Google, di ba? Any information you need, okay. Kahit complex topic pa yan, i-type mo sa Google. Lalabas siya, di ba? At magkakaroon ka ng information. Not unlike during during the early years, di ba? Yung panahon ng mga tita natin, tito natin, lolo't lolo natin, they have to go to the library to search on books. Talagang kailangan mong pumuntang library, magbukas ng libro. Ngayon, internet is very helpful. Okay? Internet has revolutionized everything. Binago ng internet lahat. Okay? So main topics must be labeled using Roman numerals. Okay, pwedeng Roman numerals, tapos yung susunod mga letters. Tapos numbers, Indo-Arabic, parang ano yun Roman numeral, letter, tapos after ng letter, number. Okay, ulit, Roman numeral, letter, number. Ganun yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Every time you make an outline. Okay? So, always try to remember to put on your outline only the important information needed to be discussed on your paper. Okay? So, sir, paano po ba ako gagawa ng outline? Paano po ako gagawa ng essay? Siyempre, pag topic outline, topics lang ang nakalagay doon, group of words. If it's sentence outline, full sentences. And if it's a paragraph outline, group of sentences are put on an outline. Sino pa ba dito hindi nakakakita ng outline? Search nga tayo. Okay. Okay, search tayo ng images ng outline. So, nakikita niyo ba tong mga example? Okay, so this is an example of an outline. So, we have there's a Roman numeral and then your topic followed by letters. And then right after the letters, there are Hindu-Arabic numbers. Okay, get it? Nakikita ba yung example? Ay, sumagot kayo.
Apo, sir.
Nakita niyo yung example?
Sir.
Opo.
Oo, kasi pag sa research natin, baka pagawain kayo ng research paper outline. Ito yung standard natin. May introduction, tapos yung body niya, 3 parts. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, tapos Roman numeral number 5, conclusion. O, ganyan lang. Anong type ng outline to? Anong type ng outline to? Topic, sentence, o paragraph?
Topic.
Okay, topic outline. This is a topic outline. Okay, tingin nga na kung merong sentence outline. Ito ata sentence outline. Okay, this is, I think, a sentence outline. Okay, this is a sentence outline. Okay, hanap tayo ng sentence outline. Okay, sentence outline example. So this one. Okay, so nakita niyo yung ito. Okay, so these are examples of sentence outline. So kanina, mga topics lang yung nakasulat. This time, we have a sentence outline. Pag sinabi sentence outline, syempre, sentences ang nakasulat. Ayan. Okay, so look at that. Pero ang pinakamadali talaga is topic outline. Topic outline. Pero sometimes your teacher would require you to write topic outline. Yung iba pa nga, magre-require you to pass a paragraph outline. Okay, always try to remember those things. Okay, let's proceed to the module. So always remember, when you write an outline, there should be logical sequence. Okay, logical sequence ha. Kunyari, ang dinidiscuss mo, you have cause, effects, conclusion, solution. Di ba? Oh, COVID-19 ang topic mo. Oh, merong causes of COVID-19, effects of COVID-19, solution for eradicating COVID-19. Dapat ganun sunod-sunod, which it should have a logical subordination. Dapat tama yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Parallel structure, and the mechanics. Okay? So mga simpleng bagay lang to, capitalizations, grammatical structure, so you could check your grammar check every time you write something, di ba? Pero sino na sa inyo how many of you has experienced Grammarly? Grammarly, di ba may Brainly? We have Grammarly. Okay, we have Grammarly. So who among you here has experienced Grammarly? Yun na-encounter niya na yung Grammarly. Anybody? Yung Grammarly, it's an application. You can check on it. So check natin ha. You can check. Let's check on it. Ayan. Ayan siya. Oh. Yung Grammarly. It's an application. Free online assistant. Whenever you write something, Grammarly corrects your grammar, Grammarly gives suggestions, Grammar edits your work. Okay? So, it's an application. So, kung may time kayo, download pag may time. Download ng Grammarly. Kasi meron tayong subject na research. Okay, next. This is a sample outline. So how do we achieve a paragraph? O gumawa ka na ng outline. How do we achieve an effective paragraph? Sir, paano po ba gumawa ng paragraphs? Kasi always remember class, paragraphs are group of sentences. Okay? If you do not know how to make sentences correctly, you cannot make an effective paragraph. Always try to remember class, grade 11 na kayo. Tapos na kayo sa grade 6, grade 11, 12, ay grade na 7, 8, 9, 10. O grade 11 na kayo. So nakailang English na kayo, pang-11 English subject nyo na to. You are expected to know how to write English sentences correctly. Or as much as possible, you are expected to know how to write simple sentences. Oh, sino pa ba dito yung hindi marunong magsulat? Oh, ng effective sentence. Imbis na puro K-pop, wala namang masama sa K-pop. Manood din kayo ng YouTube tutorial. Tutorial on how to make sentences. Okay? Kung nahihirapan kayo. Okay? And do not afraid to commit mistakes. Because we could always edit it. May pang-edit tayo na app. Di ba? Sa Word, meron tayong grammar check. Oh, check ng Word yon. Oh. Kung may mali, malalaman nyo. Wrong spelling, wrong grammar. Okay, you would know if there's something wrong with whatever it is that you have written. So how do you develop effective paragraphs? Okay, number 1, unity. Okay, unity. So how do we know if there's unity in a paragraph or unity in a sentence? All sentences develops a main idea. O for example, ang topic nyo is COVID-19. Your paragraph should only talk about COVID-19. Hindi yung napakarami yung dinidiscuss. O COVID-19, ano ba yan? COVID-19 ba yan sa Philippines or COVID-19 all over the world? Kasi you mentioned, the number of cases in the Philippines is 500,000, nearing 1 million, 500,000 cases in the Philippines. Tapos bigla mong sinabi, in Russia, ano ba talaga kuya? Always try to remember, if what it is you're writing is local, dapat local lang. If it's worldwide yung scope niya, you can do those things. You have your choice naman. But always try to remember that your paragraph should have 2 parts. Okay, topic, sentence. Kung naaalala nyo sa Pilipino, ang tawag natin dito ay paksang pangungusap. Paksang pangungusap. Ay, ang tawag natin sa Pilipino ay paksang pangungusap. Okay, it reveals the main or the central idea of the paragraph. Okay, it shouldn't be necessarily written at the beginning. Conventionally or traditionally, class, topic sentences or yung paksang pangungusap, the most important sentence on your paragraph is written at the beginning. Traditional yon. Kapag traditional na pagsulat yon. Traditional writing, topic sentences at the beginning. But you can also write it on the middle or at the end. Okay, you have a choice. And always try to have supporting details. Supporting details develops or elaborates your topic sentence. If your topic sentence is all about COVID-19, its causes, effects, and solution, it should cover only those things. Okay? Do not mention about other things. Okay? Next. What about clinching sentence? Clinching sentence, so other than topic sentence, supporting details, we have clinching sentence. Clinching sentence is your closing paragraph. Okay? Like in the experiment, di ba, during high school, nung grade 7, 8, 9, and 10, if you're doing an experiment, tapos may workbook, tapos sa dulo ng workbook, may conclusion. So ganito rin sa pagsulat ng paragraphs or essays in English. There should have a clinching sentence. It should be connected to the topic. Okay? So number 1 is unity. Number 2 is coherence, orderly movement. So how do we achieve coherence? So pag sinabi natin coherence, there is a continuity. Okay? Okay, there is a continuity. Okay, so there is a continuity. So it could be in three different ways. It could be chronological, space, or logical order. Paano ba yun? If it's chronological order, it speaks about the element of time. Okay? Okay, the element of time. Okay, 2018 came before 2019, and then 2019 came before 2020, and 2021 comes after 2020. Okay, and we call it chronological movement. Okay? So, saan ba natin karaniwang ginagamit yung chronological order? We use it on description and historical accounts. Okay? For example, you're gonna be talking about on your um on your research paper or on your essay the history of COVID-19. 'Di ba? It was first discovered in China, a mysterious virus, 'di ba? During the latter years of 2019, then it spread to nearby countries by 2020. Okay, so nagsimula yung COVID ng 2019, December ng 2019, tapos nagsimula siyang kumalat buong 2020. Buong taon ng 2020, that's the time it spread all over the world. Okay, so okay, yun yung chronological order. Paano naman yung space order? Space order talks about direction. Okay? The farthest, inside to outside, left to right. Oh, what happened pa? Oh, if you're gonna be talking about COVID-19 using the space order, how will you discuss it? For example, COVID-19 started in Wuhan. Tapos from Wuhan, di ba, there was a tourist who came from China who went to Thailand. Tapos nag-spread siya sa Thailand. From Thailand, may yung taga-Thailand nagpunta ng Singapore. Nagkaroon sa Singapore, kumalat. Tapos there are tourists from the Philippines na galing China who went to Green Hills, and then those people who went to Green Hills San are the first cases of COVID-19 in the Philippines. O ganon. So, after spreading in Southeast Asia, 'di ba? In Southeast Asia muna. After China, Southeast Asia, may nakalusot na traveler. Nagpunta siya sa Europe, nagpunta siya sa France. Doon niya nakalat yung virus. Hindi siya na-check kasi wala pang checking noon. Okay? And then when all of Europe was infected, a certain European traveler went to the United States. Ang tawag natin doon, class, space order. Okay, direction, left to right, top to bottom, farthest to nearest, okay, diagonal, okay. So common to if you are talking about, paano ba, if you're giving directions, or if you are narrating exact events as it happens, 'di ba? How did it happen? You're gonna be using space order. So yung pangatlo naman, logical order. Logical order, meron tayong deduction and induction. Okay, tatandaan nyo, kapag deduction, the topic sentence is on the top, nasa simula, and then supporting details follows. While on yung induction naman, supporting details, and then it ends to the topic sentence. Okay? Tatandaan nyo lang yun. Okay? Chronological, space order, and logical order. Okay? Structural devices. How will you use it? Okay, so you should know how to use pronoun antecedents. You should know how to use these, that, these, and those. Diba? She, her, he, and him. O gender, mga gender pronouns, di ba? O we use this, the first this, the short this for singular, and that for singular, the long these for plural, and those for plural which are far. Okay? So madali lang yung tandaan. Okay? So repetitions of keywords. Okay, repetitions of keywords. Okay, we refer to COVID-19 as virus, di ba? Or novel coronavirus or COVID-19. Okay, the initial name of COVID-19 is novel coronavirus. Then after some scientists have discovered it is a coronavirus, a different variation of coronavirus. But try to be careful on using these words, okay? Dapat tama yung pagkakagamit nyo. And transitional expressions. Okay, alam nyo na yan. In order to connect your paragraph and sentences, di ba, we have in the first place, in addition, first, second, third, next, then, after, finally. O, di ba ganun yung pagkakasunod-sunod? Okay? So, ayan pa. So, to indicate opposition, in contrast, di ba? Although it may be true, then again, besides, whereas, otherwise, even though, you can use these things or these in order to mention contradictions or oppositions. Okay, and lastly, we have in or connectors that expresses cause, condition, or purpose. For example, di ba, whenever, because of, for the purpose of, with this intention, with this in mind, always try to remember that you need to use the following phrases in order to have your paragraph a smooth flow when somebody reads it. Di ba? Pag binasa yun ng teacher nyo, it shouldn't sound robotic. Have you heard a robot speak, di ba? Di ba when a robot speak, there is no connectors. Robot doesn't know how to use connectors. So we use these phrases in order to aid our paragraph to have smooth transitions when somebody reads it or when somebody reads it, or it should have smooth transitions every time you develop your ideas. Okay? We call this transitional expressions or transitional devices. Okay? Marami yan online. Okay? Okay. Conclusion. Pwedeng in summary, in conclusion, in brief, on balance, altogether. Okay? So, ito pa, meron pa to express time, in a moment, without delay. Okay? Next, suddenly, eventually. You know how to use these things. So, marami tayong variations. You have a lot of choices. And please do not be redundant. Ano yung redundant? Yung paulit-ulit mong ginagamit yung words every time you write something. Always try to remember that variety is also a characteristic of a good writing. Diba? When you use variations of words, your reader will not tire reading your output. Okay? So, ayan. Okay. So, we're done with week 2. So, may tanong ba so far? Class, may tanong? May tanong kayo sa diniscuss natin? So,
Wala po, sir.
okay, ano ba to? Kasi naka 40 minutes na tayo sa Zoom. So magdi-disconnect siya. Magre-rejoin lang kayo. Okay?
Sige,
Understood? Okay, we'll
Sige pa.
continue with chapter 3. Chapter 3 na tayo when you return. Okay? Chapter 3.
Sige, sir.
Oh, ma'am, reading and
Ganda ni
writing.
Ivy.
33. Ay, 33. So rejoin lang kayo kapag ano.
Sinabi ko na sa'yo yan. Dami kang tropa. Dami.
100 to. Pwede mo. Actually nga, pero pang mabibili, 6 na peraso.